podcast will definitely contain strong language and sexual content. Please don't sue us, because we cannot afford a good lawyer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 5 of the Gangers podcast. And this is episode 5, take 2, because we had some technical issues last week. Thanks to lovely Jose.
So it's my fault.
No, nobody's saying that. I'm just saying that you're the one in charge of the equipment. And apparently some of it
this comes across really unprofessionally. We're just cutting all of this and...
No, we're not cutting
We're
anything.
going to keep this. We're going to keep this.
Why do you always say that we have to cut stuff?
Because it's garbage.
No,
We're
it's
not
not
cutting
garbage. Your
anything.
face is garbage.
Okay, I think, well, when we're losing subscribers, people stop writing in, or they start writing hate mail.
Nobody's losing any subscribers. I'm keeping all of my subscribers. They're mine. Yes. Well, I hope you all had a lovely week this week. I've just come from the hairdressers and
Oh, you look different, Julie.
Yes, I look so different. Nobody noticed, by the way.
I noticed something, but I felt, I don't know, I didn't know if I should say something, I guess. I don't know.
It's always tricky, right?
Because you
Because when
didn't
you
like
say,
it.
oh,
You
No,
don't
I
like
liked
my
it.
hair.
I like it. It
Well,
suits you.
the fucking bitch, she nearly pulled my hair off. Oh my God. I never had somebody pull my hair so bad during a hair cutting session.
How come? How,
I just want to say that.
how's the case?
She just was pulling my hair, and then I almost told her, I really almost wanted to say, like, just, stop touching my hair, crazy bitch.
even touching? You could just say, like, please don't pull so hard.
She was pulling super hard. Yeah, but I didn't know how to say that. How to be like, hey, you're hurting me. Like, this is a hairdresser. She must have had like a lot of clients before. Why has nobody told her that her?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they like it.
They like it.
I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of things that don't taste nice or that hurt are actually good for you.
Well,
The pain is good, huh? No,
No pain, no gain.
No. This is-
I disagree,
no.
and I think it's a common practice actually for hairdressers, because mine
pull your hair,
it hurts me, but it keeps me thinking, like, if it happens with everyone, how is it possible that they are
Exactly.
still? So maybe the thing is, like, we are both pussies.
Fuck motherfuckers.
I never had any problems.
Yeah.
No.
So maybe it's that our skin is maybe thinner or
Well,
something.
I never had it before, but this lady, I mean, like, I'm surprised I still have hair left on my head. It was just a total fucking bitch. I mean, I left there like that bitch, and now I came here in a really bad mood, and I'm hoping that this podcast can soothe my...
Oh.
Rage.
Yes.
But are you still at least happy with your haircut?
Well, it's fine, right? She didn't have to do much. She just like cut the bottom off of my hair. It's not a very difficult job, right?
Okay. So you basically pay to her just to hurt you.
Yes.
Which sometimes you maybe
Was-
thought of it,
yes.
right?
Sure, in certain situations that could be very nice, but in this case, no.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I feel you, because I remember when I was a kid, and I was always going to the same barber, and I used to have haircuts like really short hair. And once I remember that the guy just cut my whole hair, and then I was like, nah, it's not short enough. Can you cut a little bit more? And it was like, okay, another pass, and the whole head. And he continued, and I was again like, I think it's still not short enough. It's like, you're not doing anything. And he did the third one, and then it was too short.
Oh, no.
And I
And
was
then
like,
you said, can you make it a bit longer again?
exactly. So I was like, and he asked me again, so what about now? And I was like, yeah, actually, I think now is a little bit too short.
Oh.
And he took one of these tweezers, and he said, like, do you want me to to pull the hair and to put it back? I was like, no. I was just a kid. I didn't know if he was
Whoa.
kidding or it was a serious
What
thing.
a jackass.
Yeah. It was like one of these old dudes, and
Oh,
like.
Jesus.
But I remember when I was saying already, like, okay, just paying and saying goodbye, he told me, next time you have to tell me in advance what you really want.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
And of course, I never came back to
No.
that motherfucker.
He's going to kill you if you go back. That's
Yeah.
what it sounds like.
Motherfucker, yeah.
My
But it was
God.
assertive. Right? Most people, probably including me, would just say, yeah, no, now it's okay.
Well, maybe I used to
Don't
be more,
make it shorter.
Maybe I used to be more assertive, and those are the experience that put you in the other place, right? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna talk again about what I want,
Yeah,
because this is what happens when I.
And it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad, right? So I spoke up once, and this is what happened. So
yeah.
You were threatened with tweezers.
exactly. So I think it's also because when you're a kid and you try to to put someone in their place, it's like, no, you're still a kid, so don't talk to me, you piece of shit.
And like adults, like they're the ones in charge, so you cannot do anything. So you really have to do. What
But you
they
can
say.
speak your mind. All right, children?
Yes, all the children out there, please, you know,
Yes, this podcast is definitely not for children. So
come on, Huste, we're a very family friendly.
I think Julie
I'm
said
not
6 or
believing
7
it.
times fucking already in this.
yeah, we say
Oh, this
the
fucking
intro.
bitch! You fucking threw my hair off, bitch.
Yeah.
So Yella, the Alaka Jam is coming up, right? You wanna tell us?
Oh, yes. There's another game jam coming up in a week and a half.
Oh,
So we could talk about it next week, but
But we're gonna talk about it now.
too early. Yeah.
yeah.
Because I still have to prepare, get
Yeah.
my Godot skills back up to
What is
speed.
what is an Alaka Jam for our?
Yes, it's a game jam. So it's an online competition where you get a theme, and then you have 48 hours to make a game in that theme.
And you don't win any money or any glory. You just
Well,
make
you
a
win-
game.
you
for
win glory,
48
definitely.
hours. Glory from other gamers.
Yes, only
That's not real
game
glory.
makers.
only from the about 30 to 40 people that also participate in the jam.
Does enough glory?
Yeah.
I think.
I think I would want more glory from regular people, but that's just me.
But those are the normies, right? And Yellow wants the glory from the weirdos, the
Yes,
people
I
that
can
are
understand.
their peers, right?
I don't
So-
think they're the
yeah.
weirdos. I
Oh,
Well,
think they're the people who have skills and can make something.
exactly. I agree, actually. And those are the ones that can value your work as well. Because for the normies, this doesn't have any value, right?
but I want to
Julie?
be one of the normies. I
You
want
want
to
to
be a regular
the
person.
queen of the normies, right?
Yes, I want to be queen of the world.
Of the consumers, right? Of the parasites.
No, not the no. Just
Queen of the parasites.
Just I don't know. It doesn't have to be parasites or what. I just want to be queen. All right, okay.
But from the people
Can I
that
not
don't
just
create
be-
anything,
Yeah, from the creators, but like the normal creators,
What are
like
those?
not the gamers. At least maybe the dancers or the something else that I think is of more value. The
Whoa.
painters or the people, the writers. But the gamers, I mean, all they do is like make a game that just traps people in a game
Oh, I
world
have-
and wastes all their time.
I have to disagree because
Oh.
there is art in a game, and again we come back
And
to
addiction.
the top. Yeah, also, but we come back to the topic of that assuming that a book has some value.
Well, a book has value because we decided that you have to use your eyes to process the letters. And that has more value.
I still disagree.
Well, it has more emotion, at least. I think a game, it does not give you any emotion.
Well, when I was a kid and I was playing, maybe not anymore, but when I was playing video games, especially Final Fantasy VII, a very old game, I was really emotional about that game. It made me super happy. And I think that was not possible with the movie or with the book back in the
That's true.
days.
I also played Final Fantasy VII, and I also really enjoyed that whole thing. But that's when you're a kid.
Oh, so you're saying that this form of art, if
Yes,
we agree on
it's
that,
for kids. And Yella is a big kid.
Well, kind of. That's also something we discussed, right? I'm 25.
You do not
No,
look 25.
You're not 25 now.
Okay, but in spirit, I'm even younger than 25.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Anything exciting happen?
So recently, Joelle found in the street.
Knickers that weren't hers. No, you already said in the street. I was going to make a joke that you were cheating on her. and
No, she found a pair of
So she
AirPods.
still doesn't know.
Well, she's going to find out soon if she listens to
I'm
this.
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry from here.
Sorry, what did she find?
A pair of AirPods.
Oh.
So as you
Oh, is
know,
she keeping them?
these things are very expensive. So.
Oh.
So of course we just found. Well, she found it and she brought and it's funny because a week ago I was talking about me getting some wireless
Yeah.
headphones,
Oh.
and she found them. Like, look what I bring to you. You desire something and I bring it to you, and I was like, wow.
Bringing home the bacon.
Yeah.
So what did you wish next?
Well, that was I don't know. I have to really think about it because I mean, if it happens, so yeah. So the first thing we did was just to connect it to the computer to be via Bluetooth, and we connected them, and then a name popped up.
Oh,
Because well, if you connect it to a
Yeah,
Mac,
yeah.
it's stored there, and I was like, oh, now we know the name of the owner. So,
oh, who's the name?
but she felt well. I'm not gonna say here the name.
Oh, because you're gonna keep them.
No. Well, let me explain. So she found it, and she had this dilemma of saying like, "What do we do now?" And I was like, "Well, it's up to you. You found it. You decide." But then later, she wasn't using them because she don't like those type of. So she put them on my table and say like, "No, you decide because you're gonna be the one using them." And I was like, "Fuck." And I saw myself again in these dilemmas that I used to have when I was a kid. And you find something, and you're like, "No, I'm a good person." And you always return
Yeah.
it back. And I thought that I didn't have to make more decisions like that anymore. You know, it's like, okay, I did it once. I'm a good person. So, okay, that's already written in history, right?
Jose, good person.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. And I was like, fuck. And I have to decide. So I thought like, okay, let's just return it back.
Okay, so you found the.
So we
the
sent a
guy.
message. We found the guy on Facebook, and we sent a message, and he didn't reply.
Facebook profile with a lot of swastikas. And
He was also a very posh guy, you know, classical
Okay.
guy that does all the typical things, you know, and that also annoys you a little bit. But it's like, no, doesn't matter who is the.
It's just a normie, Jose.
receptor.
What do you have against the normie?
I have so many things against so many people. But yeah, so we sent a message. The guy didn't reply in a week, so maybe the profile wasn't active. So we also sent an email,
Yeah.
but the guy still didn't reply.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
weird.
so far we waited some days, so
Yeah.
we just decided to clean them and to use them.
Nice.
But of course, it could happen that after a
Yeah.
month of using them, you enjoy this device. Now the guy
you're
comes,
hooked. Yeah.
knocking at your door and saying like, "Hey, you motherfucker, give me my AirPods."
because you gave me your address?
No. We ask him something like, "Did you lose something in the street?" and blah blah blah.
Oh,
Because it could be like it's not
Oh, then he
the
probably-
silly
Yeah,
person.
that's true.
He
yeah.
probably doesn't even know. He doesn't even realize that he lost them, right?
Come on, how are you?
Because he's rich, right? He's just
Yeah.
losing a pair of AirPods every week.
every
Perhaps,
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the moral dilemma of this week. But I
That's
think
cool.
we.
But
we
yeah, you made
acted-
the right decision.
Yes.
And now you can bask in the glory of knowing you made the right decision.
Exactly.
While using your brand new
It's
AirPods.
perfect. It's perfect. I tried.
That's
and
karma, huh?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Are they good? Because I was also thinking of getting some.
I think they are really good. I
Oh.
put them on, and you know that I'm very picky for sound,
Yeah.
and actually the sound is really really good, and the
nice.
battery also seems to last super long. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucking amazing. I mean, I wouldn't ever pay. I think it's 150 or 180 euros
Yeah.
for the piece of shit, so I would never pay that. But I have to admit that is a
Okay.
good equipment.
And
Yeah.
if the producer of AirPods wants to sponsor us, we're open to that.
Oh yeah. In that case, they are not pieces of shit. No.
It reminds me too, when I was 21 and I was in the US with a friend of mine, and we had just lost some money on a bus ticket because they charged me double for this bus ticket. It was like $300 or something. And we were students, so obviously quite poor. And, you know, we had just gone to the bus station to try and sort it out, but they wouldn't give us our money back. And we were walking back home. And then, you know, karma decided to lend a hand. So there was a wallet we found with about $700 or $800 in it. And we kept it.
Oh, and there was no ID or anything.
There was ID and there was also a sonogram, but
What is that?
a sonogram of a baby.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. So yes, there was also credit cards and stuff, but we just took the cash and left the wallet in a post
You
office.
didn't really keep
Surely.
it, right?
We kept the cash, yes,
Yeah.
and we
No,
spent it.
because you spent it all on that vacation on
Exactly.
local businesses.
Yes,
Oh
we
my.
spent it all. We got steaks and we took taxis everywhere and bought jewelry
But
and
maybe
presents
that money was for vaccines of that baby.
for the baby. Yeah, well, you
to
know,
buy the first
you're
clothes for
21
the baby or for the study fund of the baby.
Oh, Julie.
So I
I know,
think,
it was-
like Jose just said, like for him it's already written in history that he's a good person.
yeah.
I think for you it's
well, come
already
on.
known
Don't
that you're
you-
a bad person.
Don't you really think that it was really karma though? We had just lost like $300 or something,
No.
and we find this money.
Sorry,
You guys,
your tragedy is
Come on.
independent on other people's tragedy. But I feel you. Once I got stolen the covers of the wheels of my car, those plastic things. I
Yeah.
don't know the name. And I was also 18, 19 years old, and I was with all my friends. We were in a couple of cars. We parked and we went to a restaurant. And when we came back, those 4 things were gone.
Fuck.
And what was our reaction? My reaction as well. Find another car similar to mine and took those.
An eye for an eye.
Yeah, and now I regret.
Yeah.
It's not fair because that person, that's not guilty for me losing my shit.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
Doesn't work like that. We all have to be respectful
Yeah.
of everybody's belongings. You hear that, kids? You hear that?
Yeah.
You gotta share and
The
be
right
generous.
the right to own property. It's the most sacred belief that we have.
Yes.
I also have a story.
Ooh.
Yes, once I went for a walk of 1 month. You both know this maybe, but in the south of France, I went for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
And
A long walk, huh?
Yeah, it was a long walk, and
You just got up one day and thought, I'm gonna go for a long walk
Like
today.
Forrest Gump, but walking.
Yeah, pretty close. But I had a backpack. I think Forrest Gump was just in his sports outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the reference to Forrest Gump is very accurate here.
I'm also a bit like Forrest Gump, and it's my favorite movie.
Oh,
But anyway, I spent 200 euros in that month because my plan was to experience more of a hobo life.
mm-hmm.
And what's it like to be poor? And also, I'm just cheap. And so
Oh, wow. what
I
a
went to a
white
supermarket,
statement.
a supermarket in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And
Supermarket in the mountains.
yeah, in just a mountain village town
Okay.
there.
A big supermarket.
Yeah, and I bought what I always bought. I bought peanuts, chocolate, and some carrots. And then
What you
I
always buy.
yes, and then I paid with probably a big flap of I don't know. I got change in any case, and they gave me 10 euros too much
Uh-oh.
in change.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also thought, what do I do now? But then I returned the change.
Oh.
I gave them 10 euros back. So for me, it's also recorded forever.
That reminds me to another time. I'm a really bad person here, but I had a really bad day. It was like the worst day you can imagine.
Justification.
Times 10. I'm just telling you, my mood of the day, right? It was a really bad day. And I had gone to the pub, also with the same friend as from the other story.
Bad influence.
Well,
Devil on your shoulder.
Yeah. And super bad day. And the pub was very busy. It was like a Friday evening or something like that. And some guy just, he takes his wallet out in the middle of the pub, and then a 50 falls out, and he leaves. He walks out the door. And then I see all this happening, and I look around me, super packed pub, and nobody notices. Nobody. So I do what any person would do. The guy's already gone. I walk over, I pick up the 50, and I buy drinks for the whole night.
For yourself, or you gave a round?
For myself and my friends, and yeah.
Julie.
Yeah. It's not like in the movie that we watched, right? With O'Connell, who was the Irish guy who ran after the woman and wanted to give her the money back.
The guy was already gone, right? And you don't know the university I went to. There's a lot of rich, people, and he did not need that 50. He didn't even notice fall out of his wallet full of other 50s.
It doesn't depend. It doesn't matter, right?
Well,
you have
Jose,
to act.
there's a little person called Robin Hood, right? Okay, and maybe I'm just,
And you were the poor in that story, right? You were the poor
Yes.
one.
well,
She steals from the rich and gives to herself.
Yeah.
Well, right now the football is on, and I know how we all love football.
The football is on.
The Euro. I had to Google what it was called. It's called Euro 2020,
What is football?
which that's the follow-up question.
Well, we have a really international audience. There's plenty of people who only know what Kinogi is and sports like that.
Yeah, I can't believe you know what camogie is.
I don't know what is that, but
It's
it doesn't.
the Irish
I don't
sport.
want. I don't even want to know.
You don't. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's too good for you, huh?
Come on.
Well,
Football.
so it's called the Euro 2020. So first of all, I'm like, why is it called Euro 2020 when it's 2021?
Oh.
Or did I just read it wrong? And then I was wondering, like, why do people enjoy this?
Well, I think I can answer the first question. It's called Euro 2020 because it's actually the European Championship of 2020, but it was delayed because of Corona.
Then why don't they call it 2021?
Because probably they want to do the the numbers like every 4 years, right?
But they do not realize that we're going to have Corona for forever now, right? It's going to keep coming back. So
That doesn't sound very positive, Julie.
well, I'm just saying the truth.
Well,
I
you
think
don't
all
know.
of our
But it
listeners
doesn't-
should know the truth that
don't know
Corona
that.
Well, but
is
it
here to
doesn't-
stay. Don't believe what they tell you.
But it doesn't matter. They can just number it any way they like, right? So it's just this is the Euro 2020. Then we get the World Cup 2022 in 2034 probably. Then we get Euro 2024.
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhere around the 21st hundred, later.
Yeah. Well,
It's like phones.
yeah, that's all fine. But why do people like to watch football? I can never understand.
Why do they like to watch any sport, right? It's
Well, football especially is the most boring thing ever. Like nobody scores.
they run after a ball and they kick the ball and they run after the ball again.
Tour de France is way more boring to watch, isn't
That's
it?
true. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
I mean, I
ball.
don't like any sport, honestly, to watch any sport. I think like also watching video games, right? People also watch other
that's
people
me.
playing video games.
But I don't understand the like a sport. I can understand you play a sport, right? You go out there in the world, you play a sport, you win, you lose, whatever, you're with your teammates, it feels good. Watching people play a sport? What?
It's very passive,
I think
right?
it's just relaxing. It's just some background.
But people get so into it.
Also
like
that, yeah.
like people cry.
Yeah,
I remember my first boyfriend, he was super into football, and when his team lost, he would cry and I would have to console him.
That only happens, I think, to very young people. I think that type of thing is a bit more relaxed later, I
Yeah,
think.
he was a 40-year-old
No,
man.
I
but-
think they're.
So I don't know.
Sounds like a really set up joke, but it wasn't.
And that's what I like to call a Hasse joke.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
there's a lot of skinheads and just hooligans, right? Who also get very emotional. Probably also cry, more fighting.
Yeah.
But that's the insecurity about the crying.
Yeah, I think all this passion comes probably because of this belonging, right? Belonging to a club, and then it's just like it feels like it's you.
But it's also stupid because they buy all the team players. So like the team players are not even
Oh.
from the country.
Yeah, it's just the colors,
Not
right?
here. No.
You defend
That's,
colors.
that's in regular Champions League.
Oh, so this
This
is
is countries playing
Oh,
each other.
okay.
Yeah,
Then-
but in the countries you also can have people that are from other countries playing in your team.
Yeah, because they immigrated
they
because
are
they were great.
nationalized.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
they,
like
they could never have immigrated if they weren't such good football players. But
Yeah,
then the,
exactly. But you could say actually that's kind of progressist in the idea of like
What?
we don't need people from our country. Like that's a very nationalistic idea.
what are you
Julie.
talking about?
If you need that everyone has to be from the country in order to play in that team.
I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to have the name of the country when all the people are not from there.
Because it's a club. At the end, it's a club and more than a country or whatever. So you just support the club. That it happens to be your country as well.
Huh. All right.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I also dislike it. I don't like football. I don't like anything. I don't like anything
You
at all.
don't like anything.
anything at all.
but if you had to pick,
Do you like us?
Sometimes.
Oh.
but if you were to be locked in an isolation cell for 100 years, and you could only have TV to watch, or just a stadium, right, to watch a sport,
Yeah,
which sport would it be? What would you pick to watch
maybe football.
forever? It would be football anyway.
Another question. Would you rather kill for love or power? You have to pick one.
Oh my god, for love, because love is more
then-
pure.
So then the love of your life, they're with somebody else. And then you kill them because nobody, if you can't have them, then
You
nobody
didn't
can.
specify
No,
who
that's-
I was
Well,
killing.
well-
That's killing for hate, Julie.
Yeah,
No, that's killing for love.
that's killing for jealousy.
That's killing for love in a twisted way.
No, but why not like killing the captors of your girlfriend and you're killing for love?
No, it's not captors. She's very happy with them.
Okay, so what's the alternative? So
Power. Kill for power.
Yeah.
that sounds to me like power. Killing the boyfriend, that's power.
But if what's the scenario that you would came up with? If I say now I prefer killing for power.
And then you kill for power. So you kill the,
Oh, you
the
didn't
Queen
think,
of England.
You didn't think of that one, right? You only thought of the other one.
I'm just working out spur of the moment here, guys. Come on.
I
Just,
assumed no one would say I'll kill for power.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I will not kill at all.
You have
You
to
have
pick
to pick
one.
one.
Refuse to kill.
You have to
You have
pick
to pick one.
No, I'm picking the third option, which is to not pick an option.
That's an option too, kids. Remember that.
I learned that from Liam Neeson in the Marksman.
Good movies, eh? All movies
Great-
from
great
Liam
movies.
Neeson,
They always have Liam Neeson in them.
Yeah. And
And
that's
the-
what makes them good.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they have a good moral at the end
Yes.
and halfway through.
I like to see an old man showing a lot of power and a
And
lot
love.
of karate chops, like pa, 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 pa.
I bet Liam would choose for power.
Huh?
He would choose for power. Well, I have an agony for this week because a friend of mine left the country because they were not from here, and I'm also not from here. And now I'm also thinking, hey, do I want to stay here in a place where I don't live, where I'm not from? I do
Where you
live
have no
here.
roots,
You live here, yes.
no roots,
Well,
no
you
friends,
know, you know what I mean. Yeah, I've got no roots, no friends, except you guys.
no
But
future.
Jose doesn't like us, so I think I can.
That's not true. I was kidding before.
Oh, you were kidding.
Now I'm being honest.
Oh. hmm.
Hmm.
So yeah, so now I'm wondering, like, what's the point of staying in a country where you where it's not your country?
What's the point of coming back?
Because maybe I'll be happier there because I won't be a foreigner.
Maybe. But what is this feeling after so many years living? Well, so many years, maybe 3-4 years living here, and you still feel that being a foreigner is something negative?
Yes, I feel like an outsider.
And isn't that nice?
No.
I always felt like an outsider every single day of my life. And I didn't ever feel that was a bad thing. It's actually, I mean, maybe when you're a teenager, you suffer because it's like, oh, I'm different. But it's also in your head because everyone is different in their own way. But
But you want to belong, Jose. Like, I go to the supermarket and the people there, like, say, like, cutscenes, and I'm like, what language are you speaking? I don't understand this.
because belonging for you is just to be able to reply to stupid
Yes.
things like,
Yes.
Goodbye.
Because I like to go to the supermarket and pick out my vegetables and be like, hey, oh, you're also getting this vegetable. Oh, that's funny. Haha, let's have a nice little conversation. I don't want every conversation to start with, oh, sorry, I don't actually speak your language.
But
That
you're
makes me
super
feel...
close. You
No,
speak.
I'm not super close.
Yes, we could continue this podcast in Dutch right now.
no,
That's
no,
not
we
possible.
cannot do
Jawel.
that. No.
Jawel,
no.
Julie spreekt al heel goed Nederlands.
Nee,
no,
dat
no.
kan niet.
This is not nice for listeners.
Tot
Now that we
ziens.
switch to another language, guys. I'm sorry, but
Ik ben een komkommer aan het kopen.
this
Yeah, let's
is...
stop it.
All right.
Yes, but you didn't solve my problem. This is a big problem.
I think you're just running from something.
I'm not running from anything.
What are you running from, Julie?
I'm
For the listeners, Julie is having a breakdown now.
I just want to feel at home.
Do you think that this is gonna be different if you go back?
I have a feeling maybe.
And are you sure? Because doesn't it happen that everyone that you go back for holidays or something, you feel also some negative vibes?
That's because I no longer live there. But if I went back there now, I mean, of course, you would still have to like build up a social network again in a community. But it would be a little bit nicer, maybe, perhaps. I don't know.
So for you, it's just a matter of language then.
Yes, it's all about the language for me. You're right.
Okay, so it's not nationality.
No, I'm
But
not a
the language.
nationalist.
Okay.
Or nature, or culture.
Also nature.
Just language.
Yeah.
But Yale is right. You're very close to master the
It's-
language.
No, I'm not close. And it's like, you'll always like be speaking another language that's not your...
I'm fucking doing that.
Yeah, but it's different with English. English is an international language. Like, what's the point in me like speaking Dutch and like, you know, all these different phrases
Good against
and
dementia.
things. And yes, that's true. And that's why I continue to do it, even though I'm not sure I'll ever use it. But yeah. I don't know,
Dementia?
guys. What?
Dementia?
No, I...
Duh. What?
I
Yella
don't get
just
it.
What?
Yella just left the building. He might have dementia. I don't know.
What?
Okay, so you can't help me, so that's fine. We'll just move on to our,
No, just
our
stay here.
next agony
Just
ad.
stay here.
Just
yeah.
stay here.
Stay here. Julie.
Well, who knows? If this podcast continues, maybe.
stay here.
Well, you know, we have another write-in from Cheryl.
Oh, again?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What a
Loyal.
surprise.
Yeah, Cheryl's, she's a good friend of the show. We love you, Cheryl.
Where does she live
stay
again?
strong in Boston.
Oh yeah.
She's still there. And she says, I love my boyfriend. He is the best person I have ever met. But sometimes I feel like all he cares about is sex. There are times when he is very distant and the only way I can feel close to him is to have sex. I know that I should be able to communicate with him, but he's not a very verbal person, and he tends to express his emotions through his body language. How can I get him to commit to me when I'm too scared to turn him down for sex? I don't want him to be angry with me for saying no.
Oh, it's a difficult topic, huh? There's so many men can relate to this, I think.
What?
Yeah, I think it's a very common issue for men. Men in general, I think, are not that good with words and with feelings.
They're not?
Expressing. No,
But we're very good with body language.
exactly. Well, I would say more like cock language because it's reduced to one specific
That's
region
not what the email said.
of the body. Well,
Maybe she was being,
polite. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
She's very polite, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think what can you do? I mean, you can offer. Well, why not like something in between, right? So you let him to be close, you grab her cock, and then once he's in this weak position, like okay, or the balls. Let's say the balls. So Cheryl can grab him by the balls, and then
Squeeze.
then he's into it, and then you bring up the topic. Like, let's talk.
Commit to me, or you'll never have your balls again. I'm gonna rip them from your body.
Let's talk about this.
That's very
And then you have to
hardcore.
talk about it because
Did
it's
someone
like,
do this to you, Jose?
no, but now
You
I'm
wish
kind
they
of
would have.
regretting. Oh, actually, now I'm thinking it could be nice. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
forget what wasn't Cheryl. She had kids, right? And she moved in with her mom again.
So many things.
Yeah,
Cheryl
she had
did.
she's
She
been
had
through
an escort
the
for a
ropes.
while.
Yeah.
Too many escorts.
Yeah,
She's coming back in time, right? Somehow, right?
yeah.
She was in a
Maybe
different-
she's
Maybe
trying
this
to
is just
solve
processing childhood
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah. I see.
Well, I think, yeah, that's tit for tat, right? It's an even trade where she can say, I want you to talk more to me about real stuff. And in exchange, I'm going to give you sex, even when I don't really enjoy it.
Okay, so she should lay it out like that, super literal. Hey, let's have sex, but we need commitment, okay? And then she can feel like a prostitute for.
No, I don't
instead
think
of
that-
money, she
Does
gets.
that feel like a prostitute?
Instead of money, she gets emotional safety or something.
Yeah. We'll be talking after sex. So you have sex,
Oh.
and then when they are weak, then bring the hard topic like, so how do you feel about this and that? And it's like, and then the brain is receiving new blood again, and maybe some new thoughts come up.
Is that how they get you?
That's how Ella does
Maybe.
it with you?
I don't want to talk about my sexual life here on this
But the
podcast.
you
Pillow
don't?
Talk Live,
No.
right? The Pillow Talk Live, is
Yeah,
that not
pillow talk
okay?
life. That's all safe.
What is that?
Pillow Talk Live.
Now it's time for an episode of Pillow Talk Live. Ooh. We've all got our pillows here. I hope you got yours. Oh, honey. Oh, I love the way you smell. So nice in the morning.
Oh, actually, I don't like the smell of your mouth in the morning. I'm
you
sorry to
don't?
tell you this.
Oh, I can do something to change that.
Like,
Well, I do like the smell of your mouth, but not of,
you're
of
here
your
too.
mouth very
Oh.
much.
people, are we in this bed?
Oh, we were all so naughty last night.
Okay, guys, I think that was enough of this.
That was enough
For
of
the
Pillow
segment.
Talk Live. Well, you didn't know what Pillow Talk was, so we had to...
Yeah, that was a good explanation.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't have an answer for this. I think this is always the imbalance between these two people, and one of them might be more sexual than the other one. So how do you fix that? Prostitute, extra help, maybe adding someone else in the bed, maybe? I don't know. Well, what can you do?
Well, polyamory,
Yes, that's your answer for everything.
easy solution. Yes.
Yella's answer is always...
Yeah.
Murder or polyamory.
even
Yeah.
when you
Just
ask him,
pick your
even when you ask him like,
preference.
which type of gelato do you want today? He's
Polyamory.
Polyamorous. Yeah, that was the same answer, huh?
Which one is the most polyamorous one? That's what I ask.
What is your Wi-Fi password, Yella?
Is it polyamorous?
Yes.
When I buy a bread, I want the most polyamorous bread that they have at the baker.
Yeah. I think so.
polyamorous bread.
It's a word that you can use for everything, right? Especially if they don't know what it is. I think my father, for example, doesn't know what it is. So
He
I could
doesn't know
use-
that it exists.
Probably not. Maybe the concept he heard of it,
Yeah.
but he would say something like maybe open relationship. He will know what is that. But if I use the word polyamorous in a normal conversation, like, Dad, can you pass me the polyamorous, please, on the table,
Yeah.
for example? He would be like, oh, what is that? So I think I could try with him
Fun.
a couple of times.
What
yeah.
is it in Spanish? Polyamorous.
Polyamor.
Oh, wow. Such a sophisticated language.
Very different.
Fewer syllables than English. A
Yes.
bit more simple, elegant.
Yeah.
I will use it when people ask me, how are you?
How are you, Jelle?
Polyamorous. Today.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And enough talk of polyamory because it's time for love. Love, love, love. And polyamory cannot be about love. It can only be about sex. Well, Jelle, how is your dating life?
It's always about Jelle. I want
Well,
to know. I
Jelle's
actually
the-
want to know about
Jelle's the
Jelle.
one
we're
who's been going
starting
on
with
dates.
me because that's where we left last week,
Yeah.
right? So I went on a third date.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Oh, you didn't know this?
Oh, how did it go? Oh, what is happening to you right now? Yeah,
Oh, you're very
I'm
tired.
dying. It's so boring, this story.
it's already boring. You didn't even start. Okay,
We had dinner, I think.
where? Well, it doesn't
I
matter.
don't even quite remember. No, it was at my place.
Oh,
First, we're going to meet up at the
You,
lake.
you invited her over to your place.
We were first going to meet up at the lake.
okay.
I was at a birthday party there.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was the birthday party that you went to.
Yes.
But I thought it was so they weren't friends of yours. So they were.
What, the people there?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Ah, so you
I
invited
don't
her.
meet them a lot, but then I told her after the birthday party, I'm going there already at 2 and we can meet at 5.
Mm.
And how do you say that? Like, it so turned out that the birthday party ended exactly when we were about to meet up, but then the weather got really shitty, and so I said, well, we can also meet up in my place.
Mm-hmm.
So indeed, I did propose to meet at my place, but there was some
You
nuance to
proposed?
it. Okay. Yes, and she said I would prefer that.
Oh, she said I would prefer. What was the tone that
Dirty
she was
girl.
texting or was?
She was texting it.
Oh, could you notice like a little bit of flirting
Was
in that
there
text?
an emoji? What
Yeah,
type
she
of
was-
emoji?
A peach.
A
but then-
peach? Oh, that's
a
dirty.
peach and an eggplant together? No, it
No.
wasn't
Did
like
you
that.
reply with an
But
eggplant?
the droplets.
Ah, the droplets is more explicit.
Oof, ooh, ooh.
Oof, Jesus, the temperature here. Ooh.
But in any case, so I went home, and she also got here,
Yeah.
and then we had dinner. I think I cannot even quite remember. We drank some
You cannot
wine.
Oh, it's
remember.
there that you cannot remember. You got
It was
drunk.
a long evening. Okay.
You got drunk.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Did you fuck?
We
Jesus, Julie, leave him some time to explain the story.
exactly.
I just cannot wait to find out.
Come on,
I think
Julie.
I think women like more build-up in general.
Yeah, I think Julie is the one of that story of the one that didn't want to talk about feelings, right?
Okay,
She's
but
the
I
one
have to
that-
hurry it up because we need more love stories from you guys as well.
Yeah.
So, and then we played Azul, which is a really, really nice 2-player board game that I have. You can play it with more, but
This is
don't.
a very necessary part of the story.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we played a game of chess,
Give us the good stuff, Jelle.
So you played and you drunk.
and then she went home at 1:30 at night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is not necessarily bad.
Well, you're going to be friends now, right?
Yes,
Yes.
What?
probably.
What?
Well, the next day or 2 days later, we chatted on WhatsApp, and it was kind of clear, or it wasn't really working as a dating thing
But for who? For you?
for both of us.
Are you sure?
Well, it's mutual, right? When you get flow.
I don't know. Are you sure that this is a thing of she not being interested and you not being interested instead of she being interested and you not being sure about what's going on?
Not so much.
Okay.
No, she also said she was not interested, right?
Yeah,
Really?
She said she was already. Well, thank you, Jose. No, but she said she was already typing a message that this is not working out, and then she
Really?
didn't send it. So I was the first to send the message, but then she agreed.
Well, I think it's a good thing. You wheedle them out.
You don't want to rush into anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what? I just.
You're just tired with putting up with me, you know?
No, not at all. I just like it's
And then we
just-
can continue the segment for a very long time.
Yeah, but I was excited because I mean it was a third date, so I feel
You thought
like
he was gonna fuck.
There's going to
yeah.
be something spicy there.
Yeah, and I'm what is in there? You don't like her? What is it? What is it?
No, I
What
like
is-
her, but we're just not similar enough.
Okay.
Or not different enough in fun ways.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that's very particular about.
yeah, I'm curious also about that. Like, what I don't know. Maybe
I'm very avoidant.
maybe I'm not that picky or something. I don't know. You think you're picky?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Also, it all started when I was a little child,
Oh,
and we went to get ice cream on one of the islands, probably Schiermonnikoog.
What happened in there?
And or in Hamburg even. There's multiple, it's all ice cream stories.
Was it difficult to choose an ice cream?
Yes, it was.
That was a
And
story.
yeah,
Sorry for ruining
and
it.
my sister was also there, my 3 years younger sister, and she just immediately pointed and said, I want that one. And she got an 11 D-mark, 11 euro strawberry sorbet. And I was thinking so long, what do I feel like? Or that's so expensive. Not sure if I want that. That in the end, my parents just said, okay, we're leaving now. And I think I didn't even get an ice cream.
oh,
But it
because you
seems-
could not decide
could
what
not
you
decide.
wanted.
It
Yeah.
seems
So you
that-
need to find what you want.
It seems that you didn't learn anything out of that story.
No,
right?
that's true, but that's just me. This is my character. I will just spend my life thinking about what the best ice cream is.
But do you think? Don't you think that this is also kind of a you say romanticization of the idea of love, and it's like thinking that there is only one possible partner for you in the world.
No, I don't believe that. Some people really think, ooh, soulmates, there's one out of these
Yeah,
so
it's
many
not
billion
that.
people walking around. I don't think that. But I am a bit aware that I would, maybe not my whole life. Ideally, my whole life, right? If I find someone really awesome. But also otherwise multiple years
Okay.
at least. And if it doesn't work, then there's going to be a lot of drama. And I don't like drama.
Okay. Okay. So maybe there is not one soulmate for you out there, but maybe there are 5.
Yeah,
right?
I think there's
I
5.
think we're coming back to
And
polyamory.
maybe all of them are not in the Netherlands. You already went through your
Well, it's possible, yeah.
share of
But if you start thinking about what are the kinds of criteria that you have, and then how many percent?
criteria. You're talking about this like it's, like
You meet the criteria.
a puzzle you have to solve or something
No,
like the criteria.
I think
or,
at some moments,
product
normally
you buy.
I'm a very emotional person, and
You think so?
just
You
following
think
my
so?
heart. But then I sit down, I crunch the numbers, and I see like, okay, so when I just walk on the streets and look around me, how many percent of the women do I find attractive? Just looking at them, just physically.
Yeah.
And okay, I didn't put a number on that, but maybe it would be 10%.
Really? 10% of women, only 10% of
that-
women you find attractive? That's very low, I think. Right?
I don't know. You men, I think, like everybody. That's
Yeah,
what
well, I would
thought.
say like, I mean, physically, only physically, I think the percentage I think for me would be higher. But then, of course, once you meet these people, the percentage is going down and down and down. But just by the looks, come on, I would say more than 10%, right?
I would have assumed most men would be around 50%. That would be my
that
guess.
could be. Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
awesome. Well, maybe if we're including here all ages, that says it's a little bit more tricky, huh?
Yeah, that's true. If you're a younger male, then it's like 90%.
So okay. So if you only include the people that you could date, let's say 10,
Only my
10
own
years
age?
up, 10 years, I don't know.
10 years up, 10 years down. Well,
12
then you're
down.
You're out of your range, Jose.
12 down, 10 up, maybe. That's the range. That's going to be the range. So in that range, yeah, I would say
okay, then
50, maybe 50%.
okay, I think that's still a bit high. But anyway, I mean, the whole point is, right, that's only that criterion.
Yeah.
Then there is just other things, right? It's maybe intelligence. Like you want someone who's a bit smart.
Was this girl not that clever?
Well, she was a smart girl, right?
She was a smart.
She's a pretty smart girl. Yes.
Okay.
But we're not talking about her, right? We're talking in general
In
about
general,
the dating
yes.
pool that we have available to us.
Sure.
That's true.
But I mean, you realize you cannot have everything, right?
No, I think when I just look hard enough and wait long enough, I will find the perfect girl. And she's not going to like me, of course, but
I'm gonna say
wow.
something. I'm gonna say something that is not about you. It's just something about just our perception in general. That I think that happens sometimes to all of us. So it's not about you. Okay, don't take it personal.
This is about you, Yella.
No, it's
Go
not
on,
about.
Jose.
It's not about you. Don't you think that sometimes we have the tendency of just trying to find someone that is perfect, and we forget about ourselves? Like,
But I am perfect.
yeah, in your head, Julie, you're perfect.
what do you mean forgetting about ourselves? That we are not perfect?
Yeah, exactly. Not only we are not perfect, something that everyone knows, but more about what do you have to offer to the other person. Like sometimes we are very picky in terms of, okay, I'm choosing my partner and I want this and that and that. But okay, what am I offering to the person? And also, especially when you're dating and getting to know the person, like sometimes you don't even show yourself, how are you? And you're already making judgments. At least I'm talking about myself. You're already judging the other person based on whatever. And what am I showing about myself in this date, actually? So the other person will be thinking like, this piece of shit is not even talking enough, or not even what are, what does he have in his mind and so on. So don't you think that sometimes it can happen just because we have some standards in our head that it could also not match? And I'm not talking physically. It could also not match the way we present ourselves to the world. Am I explaining myself? I don't know.
I didn't really get it.
I also didn't. What's the next segment, Julie?
Jesus, that was used in English, I think, here.
Try it again. Try it again. So you mean
What I mean, okay, is that don't you think that sometimes we are very picky when choosing someone, a partner, but at the same time, we don't think about what are we offering to the other person. So maybe we're thinking of ourselves, at least it happens with myself, thinking too much of ourselves. Yeah.
What
like
do you
that.
mean thinking too much of yourself?
Like thinking that you, let's say, this is very simple. I don't like to use these words, but like you deserve certain type of person because you think that I am like this and that and that. So I want this person that,
Are you advocating finding someone in your own league?
No. Again, I'm not talking about looks. This is not a physical thing. It's also about what do you have to offer as a partner as well.
Yeah, okay. So looks plus money, right?
No.
But do you need to think about that?
I think sometimes we can have a dissonance about this. Like I've seen also friends of mine that they are looking for something, and then when I look at them, not physically, and I think, what are they offering? What would they, if I were a woman, would I be with this person? And I'm, again, not talking about you, Yella. I'm just talking about other people, okay?
He's talking about you, Yella.
No, definitely not. Yella is
just help me. How can I offer more?
Yella is a wonderful person, okay? Yella has a lot of...
body.
Yella has a lot to offer.
I'm pumping iron, okay?
But I'm thinking basically not only being focused on choosing a partner, but also am I ready to be a good partner myself?
But that's the whole thing, right? That people are too focused on like, is this person this and this? But what you really should do is first become the person that you would want to be in a relationship with.
Lovely self-help message.
But you know what I mean? Like you become like like your own person in all these ways, and then you don't even need to think about a criteria or something because you meet someone and then it just works.
I agree. Yeah. Yes.
I think the criteria
for the listeners, if you just can't seem to make that happen, right? When you're always struggling with yourself and having mental breakdowns, that's perfectly natural. Everyone has that.
Yes.
That's a nice advocate for
nice
mental
advice.
health, Yella. Thank you.
Nice advice from
Very
Dr.
nice.
Yella.
No, I think just less criteria, less judging, and more feeling.
Oh,
That's the moral of the story. And love. Love.
Welcome to the section Ghost Murder Mystery Edition.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah?
Murder.
So this week in our series of ghost stories, we're going to have a murder mystery special.
Yes, because last week's erotica is not going to fly anymore.
No, I think that's a
We got some very angry emails from parents.
one-hit
Yeah,
wonder.
Cheryl was not happy.
Yes.
But we're starting our story this week with Detective Flanagan sitting at the police office, at the bureau, just burning the midnight oil. Very late in London, and he was going over some old cases that he never had managed to solve, murder cases. He was smoking. You could see the smoke rising with the lanterns. And then Detective Martins came in.
Hey, Flanagan.
What happened to your voice?
I ate something. I
don't. What's happening?
Detective Martin was trying to pull a prank on Detective Flanagan.
Yeah, I cannot fool you. You know that I'm a transgender detective. Though I
Yeah.
was once a woman and now I'm a man.
That's very common in the police department. I'm totally open to those type of things. It's fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, I've been looking at this case and yeah, I think something doesn't add up.
What is it?
It's this report you made. You said that this woman's name was Jessica.
Oh, Jessica. That's a very common name, I think.
And it was in London of the early 20th century.
Well, I looked it up and Jessica doesn't exist.
What? I never made mistakes when dealing with cases.
Well, then what happened, Detective Flanagan? Something slipped under your nose.
Maybe someone is trying to put some shit on me.
And at that moment, Constable Curtis came walking in. Damn it, Flanagan! Did you did the Jessica case, right? You're coming with me. I'm slapping you in irons. Chink chink.
Fuck my life.
And they were walking out of the police station and to the prison.
There's been a mistake. There's been a mistake.
Shut up, Flanagan. We know you did it. Martins, with me.
Yes, sir.
Step, step, step. And then they got to the prison.
Fucking mistake.
Burn in hell, Detective Flanagan.
You will regret. You will regret.
Yes, there was a crowd gathering
What
there
you do with Jessica?
with torches.
I will kill you. That was my daughter.
Then it all became clear because the parrot was shouting. Flanagan, you dog! It was just a parrot. That's not a crime in early 20th century London. We can kill parrots. It's not a problem.
Oh, so Jessica was a parrot?
It seems so. I think Jessica was a parrot. It's all solved.
Oh, that was a great story.
And they all went to. Oh yes, and that's the end.
that was a story.
we already solved it.
Oh, that was pretty fast. Oh,
It was a record.
I
I think.
loved it.
Also, it was
Wow.
the first one, the first murder mystery.
Oh, God, there's
okay.
more.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay. That was intense.
There will be a turnaround, maybe next week or maybe off air,
Okay.
because there were some loose ends here.
Oh.
Yes, because I don't remember Jessica being a parrot.
Yeah, that's a very recursive name, right? Recursive? Recurrent?
Recurrent, yeah.
Very recursive.
Recursive is when it repeats upon itself.
I know.
Oh, you
Very
know.
I know.
iterative
You
name.
know.
Yeah.
Yes, iterative. Well, very exciting story.
And what was Martin doing there that late at the police office, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Martins, I never liked him.
Yeah.
Why
Him
does
or
he
her?
always need
Him,
to
her?
say, yeah, him, her? Well, which is it, huh? Why do you have to always
Which
say?
is it?
Why do you have to
What
always
is it?
say that you're transgender, huh? Why is he doing that?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Huh?
You know, just be who you want to be.
Exactly.
Martins.
Yes, and Martins is also never in the office when O'Donovan is there.
Mm.
Why is that?
I don't remember an O'Donovan.
I think
Well, that's
Flanagan,
the chief of police.
Oh,
Flanagan is probably not guilty.
oh, another night at the office, and O'Donovan has just walked in.
What a day.
Hey, Donovan.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there, Carl.
We're never usually here together at the office. Well, why do you think that is?
Well, you tell me, Carl. You tell me.
My name is Martins. You dumbass. You
I
don't
for-
even know me.
I forgot your last name.
Well, call me by my last name, okay?
I can't do this, Carl.
But come on.
We used to be so close.
Yes, but this is why we have to not be close anymore. It's not right what we do, Donovan. It's not right.
You mean fighting crime?
I mean the things we do.
Putting away the bad guys?
I mean the things we do to each other.
Yeah, are you talking about,
That time in the cell. You don't remember?
I do remember, Carl.
I remember when Flanagan walked in.
Yes, that must have looked weird. I think you were tattooing my buttock then.
What's happening here? What's happening here?
It's been a long time since I saw Donovan, and it's been hard, okay?
Flanagan, you're back early from that case?
Yes.
Was that the Jessica case, Flanagan?
I don't know if I should tell you more about this case, because there are some loose ends in here.
Oh. And what are the loose ends then, Flanagan?
I shouldn't tell you much.
Oh.
It's my case.
Okay.
I'm your superior officer, Flanagan, and we can trust Carl here.
My name's Martins.
All right, Martins, get off your horse.
I like
just cool
this
it.
horse.
Cool it, all right?
He's my good pet horse.
We got an interesting story about
there,
Flanagan
sugar.
here.
They don't mean to be so mean to you. It's all right, sugar. Why do you have a thing against horses, huh?
I'm allergic.
Why can't the
I'm allergic to
transgender
horses.
Officer have a horse?
Just be
have a horse
grateful.
in the office.
I keep
What's
sneezing because you
wrong?
keep bringing that horse in here.
What? Is my horse to help me with my emotions? I need my horse. It's a disability horse.
I know, that's why I let you bring it in here, but you better damn know how much of a
God damn it,
sacrifice it
Donovan,
is for
why do you
me.
always do this to me?
Enough of this nonsense, okay? I actually like Martins. The problem is,
Ooh.
I don't know if I can trust you, boss.
Well, you're gonna solve this all by yourself, Flanagan. You need friends. You need all the help you can get.
I'm alone in life, like in love.
There, sugar. It's all right.
No, we're here with you, Flanagan. And our guns.
I want to investigate this case on my own because I think, boss, that you are a suspect.
Bum, bum, bum.
You're such a loose cannon, Flanagan.
I love that expression, boss. I will give you that.
Wow, Flanagan. That was so brave.
I know.
You solved the case.
And that was another mystery solved. Wow, we did them really fast.
This is amazing. What a speed. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Hey, cowboy, what you doing here in this old western bar?
I'm drinking whiskey like everyone else because my wife is a bitch.
Oh, what do you say? What'd she do this time? Something with your horse outside?
Exactly, yes. She is fucking my horse.
Oh, wow!
And I cannot be mad at my horse because he's very nice.
Such a nice horse, such a good pony. Do you love your horse?
Not in that way, but it seems that you want to try it as well.
Where's your wife? Maybe we can all have a trio with the horse. I think you'd like that, wouldn't you, sugar?
I wouldn't like it, and that's why I'm here drinking whiskey.
Come on, Mr. Cowboy, you can just hop on the horse and we can all have ourselves a nice little dandy time together.
I don't like horses, and I don't like horse either.
Oh, that was really clever, because horse and horse sound so similar. They're like almost the same word.
I'm just drunk, so my rhyme is not that good anymore.
Don't worry about that, mister. We got a horse to solve all your worries. All you gotta do is just bend over and open your legs and feel the breeze in your hair.
Okay, you convince me. I wanna try it all with all of you.
Good pony.
Such a nice body.
Right? Now you're getting it.
Ah, yes.
Everybody loves a good old horse fuck. That's right.
If you liked it, don't forget to follow our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever fucking platform you use. You can also send your agony to bangangerspodcast@gmail.com and you'll get the worst advice ever. And if you think you're a good person, you can prove it by becoming a patron. Because it would be nice to eat at least once a month.